What you know about me? What you really know about me? My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool.
What did they say? Baby, tell me what you say. I said, I don't want you to leave me, but you got me cheating. So tell me what you say. I said, I really need you in my life, boy. Things ain't right when the truth came in and the truth came out. I just didn't know what to do. Baby, so long, I do anything for you. What you say? I'm gonna put that in there. I'm just letting you know right now. Go ahead, sis. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
It's a little chaotic, but welcome back to our Essence Podcast. My name is Timi.
And I'm Liz.
And if you're just joining us today, welcome to our Essence Podcast.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, so we haven't done check-ins lately.
Yeah.
So we've been having guests for so many weeks already. So I thought that this week we can do a little check-in and just kind of like see what's up and talk about us. It's just the two of us today. So
yeah.
Lizzie Liz, fine girl, fine bees. I'm not fine. What's up?
Oh shit! Hi.
What's up?
What's up? Checking in. Personally, I'm stressed a little bit.
I feel like I should be turning this way so I can see you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a bit stressed, but not in like a stress that I can't handle type of stress.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just stress because I just have a lot on my plate. But like I'm getting it done, so that's it. But I feel like emotionally I'm at a good place. Mentally I'm at a good place, so that's good. But like the outside world around me is like crazy. Like it's just so much going on, and it just makes you wonder that okay, so much going. So everybody else is going through so much. So like whatever I'm stressed about is not even worth stressing about. So
it's still worth it, but you just feel like people are going through so much more.
Yeah, so for me it's like it kind of just humbles me because it's just like okay, what you're stressing about is really not that big of a deal because there's like far worse that could be happening to you. Yeah,
I for sure understand that. Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not stressed compared to your stress. Compared to your stress, I don't think I'm not stressed. I think for me, it's just more like stagnant. I don't know. I feel stagnant.
Okay.
It's just mine is just more of like the way I feel. I don't feel sad. Like I don't feel sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy. I think where I am in my life, I'm at peace with where I am in my life.
Then you shouldn't feel
stagnant. But at the same time, I feel stagnant. I feel like something is missing at the same time. It's like I'm happy, but I'm just like something else. I need something else.
Yeah, you feel something's missing.
Yeah.
You're happy, but then that means you're not at peace with it. You could be happy, but you don't have to. Yeah, because if you're feeling stagnant, there's no way you could be at peace and then you're feeling stagnant.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's how I feel currently. But this week itself was I feel like a lot happened this week. Yeah. And it was just it was a little heavy on my heart this week. Just because of everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about it a lot. Like the other day I was going to sleep. I was home alone. I was going to sleep and I literally laid on my bed for like 20-30 minutes and not saying anything, not looking at anything, just literally like staring at the ceiling and just like reflecting on the day, on the week. I don't know.
Did that help? I haven't done that in a while.
It's for me, it's just the way I kind of like, whoa, a lot is happening right now. But I don't know. I really don't know what to say about it. Just because the way in my mind, everybody's dying and they're getting younger and younger. And then I question the world in a way where it's like, what is going on? Like, what is going on for real, for real? I don't know. That's just where my brain is at this week.
Yeah, honestly. I feel like this past few months, like, the world has just been so sad. Just because it's just like one bad news after the other. Right. And it's like, even if you don't know the people personally, you just can't help but feel some type of way about the news. It's like, first Davido's son drowned and died, and it's just like, whoa. And like, it's like he just had his birthday. They were just celebrating him, and now they had to bury him. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's sad. And now this week we hear about Twitch taking his life. Like, and he just celebrated his wedding anniversary. Yeah. Christmas is along the way. He has kids, like, so it's like, what's going on? Like, what, like, why is all this happening? Type of thing. Like, why is there so much like sadness and so much like misery and evil? And I feel like it always happens towards the end of the year.
You're talking, but for some reason, like, it's not registering because I'm literally like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. So that's for how I feel. Mm-hmm. Like, when I'm sorry if I cried today. Thanks. Like, when I saw the Twitch announcement. So that, like, earlier this week, like, you know, when you go on Google search, because I wasn't on Instagram like all morning until like later in the day, like towards like the evening after work or whatever. And you know when you want to search something on Google and you have those like news things that come up. So I was like, I just kind of saw that briefly. I was like, oh my gosh, like he died, like wasn't he on that talk show? Yeah. Like he died. So in my mind, I was like, oh, maybe he was sick and, you know, and it wasn't like announced or anything, and then he just died. And later I got busy that day, so I couldn't really look at my phone, like, and I kind of forgot that I saw that because I didn't read it because I was looking at work, and I just quickly saw that, and I was like, oh my god, this guy died. And later on that day, it was like all over social, and I still didn't know like how he died, right? But I kept seeing on people's stories that like mental health is important, please check on your friends. And I was like, wait, did he take his own life? Like, so I like dug into it. And I mean, I don't know this guy personally or anything, but for some reason I just like, it just made me really wonder, like, you don't know what people are going through. Like, shit is happening to people. People are going through some like crazy things in this world, and you know, the world and social media portrays something completely different. Because I think I saw also that he was just dancing on TikTok or something, and so happy and laughing, and you would never think anything of that nature would happen. So I don't know. So that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I didn't know him personally. I don't know anything about him. But just the fact that like people can have this, like, you feel so strongly about something that you don't see the light, or you don't see any way you can get through it. Like, it hit me, and I was like, people are dying every single day, whether from suicide or illness. And I don't know, that kind of, I don't know what to say about that, but yeah.
I think when I saw it too, I was on Instagram, and I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was, oh, he had some type of illness. He was sick. I thought about like Chadwick Boseman. I was like, maybe he had like some type of cancer, because he's a black man, and right now colon cancer is really like prevalent in the black community. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. So then I think I kept scrolling, and I saw something, and I saw suicide, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah. And it was like at the age of 40, and I was like, 40. And then I didn't even, because I don't know anything about this man.
Mhm.
I just know him. I know him from So You Think You Can. I didn't even know he was on Ellen because I know.
Yeah, I
TV.
know him from Ellen.
So I was like, I just know him from So You Can Dance because I used to watch that show. Like, that was my show. So I was just like, whoa. And then I was like, he had a kid. And I was reading more, and I was like, he had kids. He had a wife. They just did their anniversary. I'm just like, whoa, like. What, like, how, like, was there no signs? Did his wife not know? Like, how? For me, it's like, I feel like there's people always show signs of some type of depression or mental illness.
Yeah.
So I feel like where was the missing link? Was he really that good at hiding what he was going through, or was it that people just didn't think it was like severe,
yeah,
and that it would get to the point of him taking his life? I mean, at this point, that's what they're saying. I mean, some people are saying that they don't think he took his life because he was shot. Like, it was inflicted from a gunshot. So I mean, we don't really know yet, really, because someone could make a gunshot look like it was suicide. It's not that hard. So, but just the fact that people are dying.
Yeah, I think death in
general, yeah. It's just, but also the mental health part, because I feel like it's becoming more and more, and especially in the Black community, where more and more people are going through mental illnesses and committing suicide. No one knew anything about it until the point where they're taking their own life. So it's like, what could we as a community do to ensure that people feel like they have a place to go to when they're feeling that type of way, or they have someone to talk to? And I think we just need to be more accepting of each other. We need to be more open to each other, and everyone needs to stop trying to put up this like facade of everything is okay, I'm okay, I'm living my best life, soft life, like that's all you see on social media. Like, it's really hard, it's very rare for you to go on there and see someone struggling, or talk about their struggles. And the thing is, I understand that sometimes you might not want to do things in a public way, like you don't want everybody in your business, but then we need to find like that balance. Right. So yes, you don't want to go on social media telling everyone your business, but then you need to have friends and family around you that you can confide in and tell them what's going on, because it's just not possible for you to be able to figure everything out yourself. Like, it's not. And it's sometimes it's normal where you're just gonna feel blah, and you're gonna need to talk it out, because sometimes this world is heavy. We in a recession, inflation, people losing their jobs, like there's so much going on in people's regular daily life that it's enough to make you feel some type of way. Yeah. So.
And I feel like what's also important, like, well, what I even thought about with this whole situation was, it was like, he's a man, right? And mental health with men, it's not really something that is talked about too, because like, generally men don't talk about like their issues. They don't, if their life something's heavy on their heart, or men are not emotional like most women are. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to talk about it. So
I mean, I think it's upbringing.
Yeah, so don't forget about the men, because like our society makes it they teach us, or we think that like even men don't talk about their feelings. Like, if you talk about your feelings, then you're just being feminine. You're weak. So I think it's definitely important to check in on your male friends, your fathers, your brothers, your whomever, because it's not as easy for some men to really be open about their struggles. You know what I mean? And like, going off of what you said, because I saw something on Instagram too, that it was like, checking on your friends, and your friends like tell your family members that you're going through whatever you're going through. And the other side of that is, if you tell somebody, like, are they gonna be there for you for real? Because when you're going through something and you tell someone, that person doesn't know how to like help you, for instance. Or like even if they're there for you like one day, it might be they don't know how to like be consistent.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to tell your friends or your family that you're going through something, but it's another thing that they're consistent about it.
I think this is when people just need to seek professional help as well, because even those family members that you're telling, they also have their own weight and their own things that they're dealing with. And how do you know that they have the capacity to also take yours in?
Exactly.
So I think we just need to talk about seeking professional help. That's what they're there for. That's what they're licensed to do, because sometimes your friends and family can't do it. And also, not only professional help, get on your knees, pray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it.
I think for me, it's like, yes, checking on your friends and family, but for me personally, if someone was to ask me, oh, how are you feeling? I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Or the most I would say, oh, I'm a little stressed, but I'm good. Like, I'm not.
I go in details.
It's just not. That's just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So then you can't like fault people when they don't check in on other, because it's like you're not really gonna get much from that person to begin with. So then I feel like people as individually need to just work on being open and knowing that it's okay to let people in. And then the people around us also need to gain that trust. I think as society, there's been so much, people have done so much bad and evil to each other that we don't trust each other. So it makes it harder for you to like let your guard down and confide in someone because other people in your past have hurt you.
Yeah. You said something like get on your knees and pray, and that kind of made me think too. What do you think about the church and mental health?
They don't do anything about it, especially the African church.
Yeah.
So when I say get on your knees and pray, I'm not saying that it doesn't mean that that's all you need. That's definitely should be like one of the first things. You should be doing that on a regular basis, because there's just no way you're gonna survive this world if you don't know God. I'm just gonna let you know that now.
For real, I agree.
So that should already be like a part of your like everyday routine. I mean, obviously we're humans, like, things fall off, but like you should always have God at the center of everything you're doing. So my issue with church and mental health is like they demonize everything, and they don't tend to like accept depression or mental health or it's just it's a demonic spirit. Cast and bind it. And yes, you can cast and bind it, but sometimes that's not what you need. Sometimes somebody just wants someone to talk to them. And someone to like actually understand what you're going through. But the church is so quick to be like, oh, it's because you don't pray enough.
It's because you don't have faith enough.
You don't have enough faith.
Yeah.
And that's why you're going through what you're going through, or that's why God hasn't answered you.
Yeah.
So that, I feel like that would be my issue with the church and mental health. They don't acknowledge that it actually happens.
And even in like our, Nigerian culture, we can't speak for all African cultures, but I feel like in Nigerian culture too, there's no such thing as depressed. Like, like if you tell like a parent like, oh, I feel depressed, they be like, like you're depressed. Why are you depressed? Like, what are you doing to make you depressed? Like, what are you like? So it's like that is not even, you're not even allowed to be sad.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
It just boils down to the way they were brought up as well. Because like in Nigeria, if you're sick, you say I'm strong. I'm strong. So you can't even say I'm sick. If you don't have money, you can't say you're broke.
You say you're rich.
I'm rich in Jesus' name. So it's like, it's just the way, it's like our like being positive all the time. But I feel like there comes a point where like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
be honest.
Where you're positive and it's detrimental to your own self. Like they say all the time, closed mouth don't get fed. If you're not opening your mouth to say like what you're going through, what you're dealing with,
nobody will ever know.
And then you won't even know. She might have your solution, but if you don't open up and let her know,
Yeah.
you're gonna be suffering in silence. So I don't know. I don't know if there's something that we can try. I feel like it's up to our generation to change it a little bit. Like when we start raising kids, when we have kids and we're raising our kids, be intentional about that, because I feel like it's too late for your generation. It's not gonna happen.
Well, I feel like some of our parents are learning, like they're adapting and they're changing, but not all parents have that mindset at the same time too.
That's true. I mean, I always say, kids, train your parents. You know how your parents train you, you also got to train them.
After when you get to a certain age, you have to train your parents.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
But I went into something about that. I lost my train. Honestly, I'm just like, my mind is not.
It happens. Sometimes you don't got anything to say.
Yeah. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. And everyone else that lost someone, it's just, I don't even want to imagine what his family is going through. When I showed my mom, like, she froze. She was for like minutes. She didn't move from where and she wanted to keep looking at it, but I had to grab my phone away from her. So definitely
seek counseling. Talk to family members if you can, friends if you can. Talk to your friends. Do that, and also like to the friends and families, like, you know, help the way you can, and also follow up with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, if you know your family members or your friends are going through something that they have shared with you, definitely follow up.
And don't be judgmental.
Yeah, because mental health is serious, depression is serious, and I think when people go through things like that, like, you know, from outside looking in to somebody else, it might not be a big deal. It's like, why are you worried about this? Like, why why is this troubling you so much? But to that person, it's the entire world. You know, we all don't have the same feelings about things. We all have different like whatever you can handle. We all yeah. What's that word I'm looking for? I can't think of the
level of pain.
Like tolerance.
Tolerance is different.
Yeah, like we all have different things we tolerate, some things that we take and can't take. And I feel like when people are going through hardship or depression or mental health, whatever the case may be, like, we have to remember that those individuals, they don't always see the light. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I was telling somebody, you know, when you're going through something and you're at the moment, it's like everything. Like, that's literally all you can think about consistently. Everything. I know for me, whenever I've gone through something, at that very moment, it's like the air I breathe, the water I drink, it's everything. And whenever you come out of that situation, you look back and you're like, wow, like, I really went through that. So, but for some people, they don't have they can't comprehend their feelings. They can't really see the positive side or the light or anything. That's why it's important to pray. You know, it's one thing to be positive, but if you're really going through something, like, talk to somebody. And it's okay if you don't see the light at that very moment, but try your heart. It's better said than done, because it's easy to say, just like try, but not everybody can actually try, you know. So
I think it's just important that people around them, friends, families, colleagues, don't ignore the signs. Yeah, because I feel like the signs will always be there. Just don't ignore it. Yeah, don't let your own, like, crazy schedule, crazy life consume you, where you forget about the people around you. So, that's all I have to say.
Well, let us know what you guys think about, like, mental health, and
if you have any resources that you think would help anyone, feel free to drop it.
Share. Yeah, let's make it a conversation.
Goodbye, guys.
Well, before we say goodbye, we're just so like blah. Anyways, before we say, I know it's the holiday season, and you know that's still bringing cheers to everybody's household. You know,
is it?
Some people.
I haven't really been in a holiday mood
You know, it doesn't feel like Christmas, but Christmas is upon us, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we're
It
only a
doesn't feel
week
like
away from Christmas.
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't. But how are you preparing for Christmas?
No, I'm not prepared.
Are you shopping for gifts? I haven't gotten. Okay, I got one gift today. That's it.
Everybody is getting my love for Christmas. Everyone is getting the fact that I am alive and well for Christmas. I'm not buying anything.
Oh, man.
If I buy anything, it will be extremely last minute, like the day before.
You know what's funny? Every single year around this time, I'm like, okay, Timi, you're gonna buy all your gifts early, like right after Thanksgiving. Like you're gonna buy gifts for sure. No more procrastination. And every year, I wait till the week before Christmas to buy a gift, like with no fail.
I can't relate. It's just this year, they're just gonna get my love. That's it.
Oh well. So,
can't even think, like, to even start to think about what to get is already stressing me. So it's not happening. And where's the time?
Anyways, guys. We're like, anyways, thank you for tuning in for another episode. We truly appreciate you guys' support, your watch time, your listening time,
Yes.
your comments, your motivation. We really appreciate you guys, and keep on tuning in. Tell your friends, family. You know, we go over this every time, but yeah, let them know and comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what you want us to talk about, right? Yeah. Engage with us in the comments. You know, get on our social. Follow us on our Essence podcast. And yeah, thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Take care of yourself, guys.